number 11.
Yeah. Vic, when you have two rookies starting, do you kind of go into it knowing that there's going to be bad plays, but you're going to get the good plays too? How do you kind of approach that?
Bud Grant used to say, for every rookie you play, you can add one to your loss column. I don't necessarily agree with that, but that's what he used to say.
What did you say in the two explosives?
What's that?
What did you say in the two explosives that you gave up, that you guys gave up?
Bad play.
Any context to it? Any teaching points
Yeah, a lot of teaching points.
that you can share?
I'll leave him alone.
Should Makuba, does he have to play the man there? And Reed's kind of in front, he's in back. Is he the guy that has to play the man there?
No, he has to play his deep zone.
What do you attribute right now to the lack of sacks from your edge rushers right now?
I don't think our rush has been bad. The ball's been coming out pretty quick at times. I haven't felt an epidemic during the games when I'm calling them that our rush isn't good enough. So, sacks are sacks.
Are those simulated pressures with Bond? Is that in response to Nolan Smith not being available, or is that something you were planning on?
No, that's just part of what we do.
A couple of weeks ago, you were talking about Jahad Campbell playing off ball alone and gaining
Playing what?
Off ball alone, letting Bond kind of be on the edge. It seems like that was something he was able to do this week. What have you made of Campbell's progression and the trust he's earned to be off ball alone?
Yeah, that hadn't happened.
How do you think Keeley held up?
Huh?
How do you think Keeley held up?
Good. Thought he did good. I mean, he can be better. The true test for him will be to see how he improves. But overall, did good.
Would you like to keep him there even when Adori's healthy?
It's possible.
What did you like about his performance, and what areas did you see for improvement?
He was pretty sticky in man coverage. Like to see his tackling improve. One thing a guy has to learn that has played predominantly special teams is tackling on defense is a lot different than tackling in special teams. So, but I'm confident he can improve that.
If I can ask a big picture career question, the last time the Eagles played the Broncos.
I may choose not to answer it.
That's fair, that's fine. You were on the other sideline. How did that experience as a head coach help you as a coordinator in the years after?
Playing them?
No, just the experience with Denver. How did that help you as a coordinator?
I was still the coordinator there.
Okay.
So it was just one of 25 or 26 years of being a coordinator.
With another body going down, elbows injury, are you comfortable right now with what you have in the edge rushing room? Do you think you need outside upgrades?
I think we're good with what we have. The numbers are dwindling. And if we need more, I'm sure Howie will get something done.
What have you seen from Aziz Ojulari in practice of late?
What's that?
What have you seen from Aziz Ojulari in practice of late?
Yeah, he's been practicing good.
Was Makuba playing almost exclusively that safety spot just because of the personnel usage, or are you going to stick just with him there?
Right now, he's playing full-time.
What are the factors that had Aziz inactive for the first 4 games?
Well, special teams plays a major factor in that when you're talking about either your fourth or fifth guy, if you have five dressed. So that's a big factor.
What have you seen specifically from Uche and Za'Darius since he got here?
I thought Za'Darius played his best game since he had been here, which is expected, and I think Josh is improving too, and I'm pleased with where he's headed.
What have you seen from Quinyon in his year 2 so far?
Good. I thought he played very well the other day. I told him I think it was his best game since he's been here. He played well.
What will you haven't yet, but what will you look for Nakobe's eligible to come back here? Is he ready in your mind? What have you seen, and how would you describe what he did for this team last year?
Well, he played great last year. Besides being the signal caller guy and being a leader, you can't be a leader if you don't play good. and he played great for us last year. As far as where he's at now, either this week or next week, he'll start his practice window, and then we'll see where he's at.
And then what are the challenges that Bo Nix presents?
He's a lot like Baker Mayfield. I think he might be Baker's younger brother. Really good, really, really good.
Cooper DeJean, his tackling, what kind of luxury is that? Have you had many corners in your career that can tackle like Cooper?
Well, he's playing mainly nickel. So that's an important part of the nickel position because you're playing so much of it anymore on the early downs. So that's part of the job description, and he does a great job at it. We're thrilled to have him.
When you say Mayfield's younger brother, what similar skill sets do you see there?
Well, you just watch Mayfield. I mean, he's a scrambler. He's a competitor. He'll throw the ball in tight places. He runs their offense really well. I think Sean's done a great job bringing him along. And they got their quarterback for the future. They looked long and hard for many years, and have got one.
What kind of role do you see for N'Kobe with Zach and Jihad also healthy, once N'Kobe's back?
We'll see when we get there. I don't think we're there yet.
A few of the, I'm sorry.
When you were talking about Campbell, so like a rush at the start of the second half or Bonds rushing off the edge, is that more Campbell's getting help inside if he's not
No,
alone?
I wouldn't consider that where he's off the ball, by himself.
Do you think right now Jihad has the requisite skill set right now to play on the edge more? Like, is there a possibility Jihad plays the edge and N'Kobe plays on it?
Not right now.
The quarterback aside, a few of the blue chip players there, you were a big part of bringing there. How much have you paid attention to what Denver's done in the past few years?
Not too much. I still have good friends in that organization. I wish them nothing but the best, except this week. Sean's a friend of mine. I think there's only about 8 or 9 players left from when I was there. So, and they're all good players. So, not too much. That's, what's this, 2000? It's 4 years down the road. Those are dog years in this business.
What kind of problems does Sean present?
He's an excellent play caller. They're very multiple on offense with multiple personnel groups, multiple schemes from the play standpoint, but yet still has a good bit of old school in him, and they'll run the ball. They like the power game and the run game. He's really good. He's tough to go against.
It's pretty clear that Jalen Carter's been dealing with that shoulder injury. How do you know how much to play him as he deals with that?
Yeah, I think it's something that every now and then will really sting him, and we got to get him out for a little bit, and then I think it calms down and he's able to go. But yeah, there's no doubt he's fighting through an injury, and thought he played well the other day in spite of that.
When Sean got there, he tried hiring you or was interested in hiring you.
Why you're like the shit stirrer?
I'm curious how much you paid attention to that, or
Paid attention to what?
consideration you paid to potentially going back there as coordinator.
I didn't. What you guys have missed, not just you, but everybody, is, we gave up a 65-yard field goal and a 58-yard field goal. These kicking balls that they changed this year have drastically changed the kicking game, field goals in particular. So it's almost like they need an asterisk here, like it was the live ball era, or the asterisk for those home runs Bonds and Sosa and McGuire were hitting. The way they've changed the ball, the NFL, the kicking ball, has drastically changed the field goals.
Is the shape different?
No, the kicking balls, and you can ask Clay about it when he gets in here, but in years past, the officials would rub them down, or other people would rub them down, and you play with them. Now the balls are in-house all week, and they kick those balls that they've had, and nobody else touches them. I mean, the guy in Dallas is going to hit a 70-plus yarder this year. You can just book it.
Does it change the way you call?
Yeah, I mean, who thought they would hit a 65-yarder the other day? So it's drastically changed the game, the kicking game and the field goal. Guys have longer range than they used to. Kind of like Brady Anderson with the Orioles. And we went from 15 homers to 50 in 1 year.
He used a performance-enhancing drug.
I am insinuating that.
Hank Aaron's still your home run champion?
He is, definitely.